Isa to sa mga super anticipated ko na phone for 2026. And finally, naglabas na si NUBIA. It's the NUBIA Neo 5 GT. And kita nyo yung kanyang box is a collaboration with Delta Force. Sobrang successful na Neo 3 series, so I'm expecting this one to be something really good as well. So tara, unbox natin. So makita natin ito yung box ni NUBIA Neo 5 GT. Special ang kanyang packaging kasi collaboration to with Delta Force. Andito ang kanyang specs kung gusto mo makita, quick specs. And ilabas na natin. Yun. So kung walang collaboration, ito ang itsura ng kanyang box. Neo 5 GT, nakasulat dito. Buksan natin. Andito yung phone. Check na natin yung accessories. So kunin muna natin mga things inside. Meron tayong quick start guide. Meron tayong warranty card. Yung kanyang panundot na mukhang katol. And meron siyang solid hard case. Maganda to ha. Medyo naging kapareho siya ng Redmagic. Sabagay si Redmagic under rin naman kay ZT NUBIA. Familiar din ang kanyang red na C2C cable. And mukhang familiar din ang kanyang color black na charging brick. By the way, this is a 80 watts na fast charging brick. So probably if you have been following me and watching my videos sa mga gaming, you would probably notice that this is almost exactly the same dun sa mga offering ni Redmagic. So okay na, tama na yung sat-sat, labas na natin yung phone. I have here is the color yellow. There's 3 colors available. Silver, black, and yellow. Siyempre, dito tayo kay Bumblebee color. Now, ito NUBIA Neo 5 GT 5G na may 8 plus 12 gigs of RAM and had 256 GB storage will be priced at $17,999. And yung kanya 12 plus 12 gigs of RAM and 256 GB of storage will be priced at $19,999. I'm pretty sure sa early bird, meron sila mga early bird rate. So don't forget to check the link on the description box below or just simply click yung YouTube shopping link para ma-redirect kayo sa page ng NUBIA para makabili kayo ng official sa kanilang store. Huwag na kayo paligoy-ligoy para iwas tayo ng scam. And for every purchase na ginawa din dito sa aking channel using my links, it's a little contribution para makabili ng mga bagong gadgets to review just for you. So thank you in advance. Now, pag tinignan natin kanyang design, I simply love yung kanyang flat back dito sa likod. Ang linis tingnan. Especially dito sa kanyang camera, no? Hindi mo mafe-feel na may bump siya. Kasi binuunan niya. So, yung mga camera na dito nakalubog under the glass. And we have a plastic frames dito sa gilid. And hindi lang ako sure kung anong glass protection na meron sa harap. One thing's for sure dito is IP64 dust and water resistant siya. And pag tinignan mo aking wallpaper, it's a Delta Force na theme, which is crafted just for this collaboration. Makita mo mga icons niya is specially crafted din. And it looks pretty nice. Andito yung dalawang air triggers niya. Power button is still color red. And meron na tayong cooling fan dito sa gilid. Meron din exhaust dito on the other side. Now, one thing's for sure siguro napansin mo is may color ang kanyang light strip dito. Yung sa logo ng Neo dito, nagbabagong ka ng ilaw. Pwede mo i-calibrate kung anong color gusto mo. Yung cooling fan naka-default siya sa blue, hindi mo na siya mapapalitan. So yung LED light, meron siyang color red, meron siyang pink, meron siyang green, teal, blue, navy blue, and purple. Anong color na tipuhan mo? Let me know in the comments. Na kung gusto mo makita full spec sheet nito phone nito, ito na, share ko muna sa inyo. One of the good things na gusto ko dito sa phone nito is maganda yung kanyang theme pack na kasama. I really love itong kanyang Delta Force na collaboration. And yung kanyang swiping experience is definitely good thanks to its 144Hz na screen refresh rate. Doing all of the multitasking na gusto ko gawin dito sa phone na ito, wala kang may problema. Dahil quite powerful naman itong phone na ito. Not the most powerful, pero quite powerful siya para sa akin. Doing things like video edit, mag-AI ka, maglaro ka ng games, lahat na yan kayang sagutin nito phone na ito. And this is being powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 7400, ang kanyang main processor. And nung sinalo ko sa Antutu Benchmark version 11, binigyan ako ng 1.04 million points dito sa kanyang benchmarking. And kung gusto mo makita mga ibang benchmarking na ginawa ko sa phone na ito, pakita ko sa iyo. Now, isa sa mga main preferences these days is to have a large battery. This phone doesn't disappoint dahil meron siya 6,210 mAh of battery and it can support up to 80 watts na fast charging. Charging this phone is quite fast, below 1 hour para mapuno ang full tank. And pagdating naman sa battery endurance, not so bad naman siya. It can probably last you a whole day without even charging. Basta normal lang usage, walang heavy gaming, walang problema 1 whole day. And nung sinala ko naman to sa PCMark battery stress test, ito ang nakuha natin, almost 10.5 hours na screen on time. Now, pagdating naman sa kanyang display, hindi siya madamot. It has a big 6.8-inch na AMOLED display. Kaya na magbigay ng 1.5K na resolution and 144Hz na screen refresh rate. Normally makita mo sa mga medyo high-end na gaming phones. Pero dinala ni NUBIA dito sa Neo 5 GT. Na kung ang hilig mo naman social media, mani-mani lang naman sa phone nito, it can give you a really good, satisfying experience sa mga social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, sa Twitter, sa TikTok, wala kang maging problema. And if you're swiping across yung mga shorts and reels mo, as long as you have a good internet connection and naka-on naman yung high refresh rate, you should have a good and buttery smooth na swiping experience. Now, if you're watching naman your favorite shows dito, like sa YouTube, sa Netflix, expect to give you a good experience dito dahil maganda ka na display, hindi ka tinipid ni NUBIA on this phone. Now, the phone nito, it has dual stereo speaker and it's being tuned by DTS-X Ultra, so giving you a really good immersive sound experience. Pero of course, that's just on spec sheet. Pakinggan natin on actual kung kamusta naman ang kanyang sound. Well, honestly, yung kanyang sound is quite good. Malakas ang tugtog niya and hindi tunog lata pag sinagad mo ang kanyang audio. I'd say perfect to for Spotify. Napag-usapan na natin ang gaming. It's probably one of the highlights dito sa phone na ito since this is a gaming phone. Duh. And there's a lot of menu na pwede mo makita once you drop down dito. So pag drop down mo, makita mo, pwede mo calibrate the light strip, bypass charging, you can turn on and turn off yung cooling fan, and andito yung game space niya. Pag swiping across, you can have your screen refresh rate dito and pwede mo rin siyang kalikutin dito. And bago ko makalimutan, no, itong phone na ito, masasabi ko medyo humahawig siya sa Redmagic. I'll say na it's a more budgeted version ng Redmagic. Dahil sa Redmagic, si Mora ang kanyang virtual assistant. Dito kay NUBIA Neo 5 GT, si Demi ang kanyang virtual assistant. Pwede mo siyang kilitin kung gusto mo, and pwede mo siyang i-customize according to what you like. Now, ganito naman itsura if you turn on game space. Pagpasok mo, lahat ng games mo naka-preloaded na dito. Select ka lang and start game ka na lang. So, naglaro ako ng 4 na game dito on this phone. Playing Call of Duty Mobile, Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, and si Where Winds Meet. Pagdating kay Call of Duty Mobile, the gameplay was really good. Sinagad-sagad ko din mga kanang graphical settings. Nilagay ko naman sa Rise ang kanang game mode. I was able to calibrate the shoulder triggers. And by the way, kanang shoulder triggers, meron sa 550Hz at touch sampling rate. And don't forget, naka-turn on ang ating cooling fan. Magandang gameplay ko dito. I was able to achieve 90 FPS sa Call of Duty Mobile. Magandang response sa kanang triggers. And honestly, wala kang maging problema dito sa game na ito. Kahit anong mode pa laruin mo dito sa kanya, kaya-kaya na i-handle. And pinakamainin na na-achieve ko dito is 39 degrees Celsius on room temperature for 30 minutes. Pagdating naman sa Genshin Impact, I was able to achieve 60 FPS dito sa kanya. And habang nag-adventure, umaakit siya ng mga 60, 63, ganon. Based sa aking FPS counter. And pag nag-heavy battle, it drops as low as 57, which is medyo baliwala lang naman siya. Maganda ka ng gameplay, kahit medyo mag-heavy clash ka na, wala kang mafe-feel na lags or frame drops dito sa kanya. Okay nga ng sounds, maganda rin ka ng touch response. And pinakamainin na yung number ko dito is 40 degrees Celsius after an hour of gameplay. Pagdating sa Where Winds Meet, umabot ako ng 45 FPS on average. Pero kung nagla-battle na ako, it drops as low as 30 FPS based sa aking counter. Okay naman ang gameplay ko dito, medyo still getting a hang of it dito sa game na ito. Medyo hindi ko siya masyado natututukan tong game na ito, pero masaya naman siyang laruin overall. Medyo graphical intense siya, so pansin ko pag medyo heavy na yung battle, there's a bit of a delay and lags dito sa game na ito. Yung pinakamainit na inabot ko is 40 degrees Celsius after an hour of gameplay. And pagdating sa Wuthering Waves, umabot din ako ng 60 FPS. Medyo malala ang kanyang frame drops, lalo na kung nag-heavy battle ka, it drops as low as 30 FPS. So, kalahati siya. One thing naman na gusto ko dito sa kanya is mabilis naman ka ng touch response sa screen, maganda ka ng sounds, wala kang maging problema sa kanya. Pero talagang medyo hirap si 7400 dito sa Wuthering Waves, so nilagay ko lang siya sa medium graphical settings. Though I would personally suggest na a further lower daw pa ka na graphical settings to give you a better, smoother gameplay dito sa game na ito. Kasi kaya naman maglaro dito, except that hindi lang kaya na i-handle ang higher graphical settings. One thing's for sure is medyo malamig siya at 41 degrees Celsius after an hour of gameplay. So yun, nakita natin guys, to wala akong game na lumagpas ng 41 degrees Celsius dito sa NUBIA Neo 5 GT. Talagang cool na cool kasi effective ang kanyang cooling fan dito. Take note guys room temperature and summer na here in the Philippines, so medyo mainit-init during March. Now, quickly, pag-usapan lang natin kanyang camera. Meron siyang 50MP na main camera sensor dito, which can shoot you up to 4K and 30fps. And ang kanyang front-facing camera is 16MP, which can shoot you up to 1080p and 30fps. Kapag ginamit mo to phone na ito on outdoors, I was able to take quite a few shots dito. And one thing na napansin ko is medyo nag-overexpose dito dahil sa silaw ng sunlight. And it happened on several photos na na-capture natin. Pero honestly, pag nakakuha ka ng magandang shot, it can give you something as good as this one. Maganda ka ng blue sky, though it's a bit saturated, obviously. Yung kanyang cloud details quite good naman. Now, one thing napansin ko yung kanyang green is medyo neutral. Wala kang maging problema sa kanyang shot. It's looking good and natural. Yung kanyang blue sky is more natural this time around, and yung mga cloud details is quite good and intact. Now, nilaro ko naman kanyang zooming capability. This is a normal shot, and this is yung kanyang 3x zoom shot, which is a little bit softer subject once you zoom it in. Now, you're trying to go indoor and low light, we'll be able to get some good shots sa mga stuffed dolls like this one. Okay, and it's looking good naman, mga photos like this one. Hindi lang siya super duper sharp like yung mga other mid-range phone dahil this is a gaming phone, obviously. Pero it can definitely get the job done. Pag nag-picture ka naman mga LED lights, hindi naman siya nag-spill, which is good. And taking mga flower shot on indoor looks quite not bad for a gaming phone. And pag mahilig ka rin naman tumagay, meron din tayo mga wine shot, which is okay. I was able to capture some action figures sa Neo Arts Cafe here in QC, and honestly, not bad mga na-capture ko dito mga shots. Mostly mga anime action figures dito are looking good. Some quick food shots are looking okay, not the best. Ang kanyang front-facing camera performance naman on outdoors is just okay, nothing really special. And if you bring it to indoors, expect it to be soft than the outdoor. And here's a quick sample video from the front-facing camera. Neo 5 GT, shooting at 1080p and 30fps. Okay naman siya outdoor, pero medyo mas grainy lang siya on the indoor. And here's the indoor sample. Ito ang video quality makukuha mo. Well, medyo stuttery. And for me, not so bad for a gaming phone. Pero could have been better. Yun ang aking take dito. Pero overall, not bad. Pero feeling ko parang medyo there's something a bit off dito sa kanya. And here's another one from the rear camera. Getting from the NUBIA Neo 5 GT and shooting at 4K and 30 FPS. So, medyo stable naman siya. And not bad naman ang kanyang quality for a gaming phone like this one. So this is the quality you'll be getting pag bare hand lang gamit mo, walang gimbal. Medyo stable siya ng konti, pero hindi super duper stable. Now guys, ano masasabi ko dito sa NUBIA Neo 5 GT 5G? Guys, sobrang nice ito phone na ito. And it's really feature-packed. First is maganda ka ng shoulder triggers dito. Meron pa siyang cooling fan. Meron pa siyang pa-RGB lights dito sa likod. All of that below 20,000 pesos. Which pag binili mo sa Redmagic to, siguro above 40,000 pesos or more. Pero ibang level naman yun. Ibang chipset naman nun. This one is more of a really good budget gaming device, which is more pocket-friendly para sa ating lahat. So if you're asking me kung pwede ko i-recommend tong NUBIA Neo 5 GT, definitely it's a yes. And kung gusto mo malaman kung saan mo ito pwede mabili, I'll post the link on the description box below, or just simply hit that YouTube shopping link na biglang lilitaw sa inyong screen para makabili kayo ng official. Now, kung meron kayo alam mga friends na naghanap ng really good gaming phone, you can recommend tong video natin na NUBIA Neo 5 GT sa kanila. And of course, encourage ko kayo to like, subscribe dito sa ating channel so you don't miss out yung mga review just like this one. Perfect gaming phone from NUBIA. So paano yan guys? Hanggang dito muna ako, and I'll see you when you see me. Peace out. And so, ako para si Richmond, and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.